Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. Very late today. I've been busy doing all kinds of things, so just one reading today, and it's a topic that I have read on before, way back in the midst of time, very early on my channel. If you go and look back in the original playlist, I think it's around reading number 37. I've read on it subsequently. I'm reading on it again today. Sailing adventures that little Miss Markle might have been on. It's come up again, inspired by a graphic that the Daily Mail put up recently, investigating Meghan's ties to royal adjacent people before she allegedly met Harry. And the Royal Grift did a very good and very interesting video on that network, and how they all lead to rather interesting places, those connections through Misha, through Jeffrey, through Harvey, through John, the hotelier, people like that. They all lead to sailing adventures, to perhaps being paid to play, that kind of thing. It's all rumor. I have the Lightseers Tarot out on the tarot table to do this reading, and I haven't used it for ages. It's very high vibe tarot deck. I don't normally read with it on this channel anymore, but it felt like it needed to come out to raise the energy for me as I read on this topic yet again. But I'm going to, and as I shuffle the lights here, let's remind you that it's just tarot. It's fun, it's entertainment, it's opinion, it's archetypal energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read the disclaimer and form your own opinions on Meghan and whether she did in fact take to the seven seas and enjoy some sailing before she joined the royal family, or perhaps even joined the royal family through those sailing adventures, and not on the royal yacht. We hope, although you never know. I think they'd retired it before Megsy took to the sea. But anyway, we're going to have a look. Use the Lightseers Tarot. We're going to see. I'll explain the cards. I want to know from her point of view. I want to know from family point of view, her family royals, from Harry's point of view, what's going on, and whether this is perhaps the thing that Lady C has been alluding to recently on her channel about things that might be exposed. There is also the rumour that's gone around quite recently that Harry wasn't the only prince that Meghan met on the high seas. So some Middle Eastern princes perhaps she met while she was sailing. So we're going to look at that as well. So that's her, that's families, her family, the royals, Harry, and then possible exposure. If the story has got any truth to it, and it's all just energy, as I keep saying, ad nauseam. Well, the wheel has come out as our underlying energy, and yachts do have wheels, you could say. But the wheel is good fortune, it's good luck. It's something that was that certainly was a turning point in her life for the better. That's our underlying energy, and this is the theory, the speculation that perhaps through her interest in sailing, she met people that were so well connected that eventually she got passed along until she met the great big prize with all the money. And it was one of the few wheel cards that really has money as a vibe. It's those casino chips that are kind of being stacked up there. It's a gambling card, the wheel of fortune. Ka-ching. Took a chance, and it all went very well for her, according to this underlying energy of this tarot reading. So let's see the overall situation. That's the underlying energy. That wheel of fortune sits under everything. It was a happy day for her. Let's have a look at the actual situation. What are we dealing with, the heart of this reading? We've got the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's interesting because somebody is playing here, playing their singing bowls, but they're not really singing bowls, on the beach, interestingly. But the card is in the reverse. Seven of Cups is potentials, possibilities, a little bit of delusion, a bit of deception, self-deception really with the Seven of Cups. It's in reverse. No longer being able to bluff and pretend. about something. That's a very interesting card to come out there as the situation we are dealing with. That the cold, hard truth comes out when the Seven of Cups is in reverse, and you don't have all the options you thought you had. All those, you know, sort of lucky dips, lucky packets, whatever you want to call it. Some treasure hiding under one of those bowls. Nah. When the card's in the reverse, it's gone. And it's slipped away, and now you're dealing with reality and the loss of opportunity. Very, very interesting card. So this is the Meghan column. First of all, the telling question: was she sailing, so to speak? And we got the Star. I would say yes with that card. Star normally, and as I say, this is a very high vibe deck. Star normally is about hope and your purpose and your soul and being guided and all of that stuff, but it also in these royal readings is about celebrity. And so the hope that went into this might have been that the acting career, the film career, was going nowhere, and that in order to meet these very influential people, which he certainly did, and there's photographic evidence of it, so I don't have to say allegedly, she met all of these people, and so that is the star power. She was hoping that she would get connected, and ka-ching, she did get connected through this, and here comes Fluffy to scratch on the furniture when I'm doing the reading. So the Star, I would say yes, this was something she hoped that would bring her good fortune, would bring her contacts, would steer her onto a path of a good fortune, wealth, connection with real stars, real power players, power brokers, and it did. So how about those Middle Eastern princes? Were there Middle Eastern princes involved on those nautical adventures? Oh yes, we've got a King of Pentacles. Big money there. A very, very powerful man, a very influential man that she might have met. There are those interesting earrings that she wears, those blood diamond earrings that she's endlessly criticized for wearing and yet insists on wearing, or I think she might have actually had them made into something else. But you know, me and jewelry, not really my thing. So I could be absolutely wrong about that. But that's a yes. That's a very powerful man. Tons of money, likes the good things in life. The King of Pentacles likes luxury, just money. We have a match in terms of money. So yes, she was hopeful, and yes, certainly according to the energy of these cards, and in my opinion as a tarot reader and just reading for fun and entertainment, met at least one very, very powerful man. We're asking if he came from the Middle East here. It is not showing necessarily a Middle Eastern person, but definitely a very powerful, very wealthy man. So let's look at family now. First of all, her family. Does her family know anything about this? Do they have anything to say about this? Four of Cups. I think they do. And I think going back to this card, the Star, where nothing else was working, the Four of Cups is disappointment, is not getting the offers that you want, the offers that are coming in on. She wanted to be an A-list star. She wanted to be Jennifer Aniston. She wanted those kinds of things. What's her name with the big smile? I've gone completely blank. Julia Roberts. She wanted to be those kinds of actresses. Reese Witherspoon, and she was Deal or No Deal. She was Suits, and that was Suits came much later, came allegedly after this, or maybe it was doing this while Suits was going on. Speculating, but Four of Cups, they seem to know about how disappointed she was in those offers that were coming in. They weren't what she wanted, and of course they would have known. Her father would have known. She was very close to her father, not getting the jobs, not getting the deals, not getting the roles that she thought she had her heart set on, that she thought she deserved. What else can a girl do? It's a well-worn path. go and decorate the deck of a super yacht, and whatever else you want to do is up to you. Apparently that's how it goes. So yes, I would say the family knows that she was in a bit of a predicament way back when. And how about the royal family? What did the royal family know about this or suspect about this? Knight of Cups. A Knight of Cups is William. That's a William energy. I think William knows. And I would suspect William knows. The Knight of Cups is generally a very kind of a romantic energy, come to woo somebody, a suitor, sweet, it's a bit of a smooth talker, not nasty, but may not be, because the knights haven't matured to kings yet. They're not really in their full authority of whatever energy they're giving out. So, as I say, a bit of a smooth talker, a bit of a false energy you can get from a knight. And Knight of Cups would be false in the sense of emotions and romance. We're using very sort of Victorian language in this reading. We just have to, unfortunately. But the Knight of Cups is also William as himself, as Prince William, and water sign Prince, of course, and allegedly friends of Harry and William went sailing with Meghan, and so we'd know that she was on the high seas, and allegedly, and so he would have heard from friends, and so he seems to know. It's not a terrible card, it's just that William has shown up. So I'm asking, does the royal family know anything or suspect anything? And William's energy has shown up in that card. Take it slow, has been. Slow down, you don't know this girl. Maybe he knew her too well. So let's have a look at Harry and Meghan now. Does Harry know about this aspect of her life, or suspect, or did he hear anything? And we've got Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. And that is somebody who makes a mistake, an error of judgment. Somebody who is judged for what they have done. It's a big card. It's major arcana. It is energy of mistake, or it is energy of don't want to be judged by this. Don't maybe want people to know and judge her about this. I would say he does know, and he wants it kept hidden with the Judgment card in reverse, that he does not want her to be judged for this. He does not want himself to be judged for this either. Upright, it's an awakening, it's another chance, a second chance, some kind of moment of clarity. In the reverse, it can be not waking up, not seeing the truth about something. So there is that possibility as well. I have to put that there. My first instincts with this card, because I read on energy and intuition, is that he does know, but he wants to hide it. He doesn't want to necessarily admit it. Second, minor version of that card for me energetically would be he doesn't know, or he's being absolutely blind to what is very obvious to everyone else. So there is a possibility that he just refuses to acknowledge what is blindingly obvious to everyone else. But I do think he knows. But we'll test it now, because the next question in this little column is, did they meet on the seven seas? I've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible, because then everything is a hoax, is false. The 10 of Cups is the happy ever after, and there they are, husband and wife, or partners, and two little children. Don't have to be husband and wife, of course, but the partners there and the two little children playing, and it's bliss, and it's dreamy, and it's rainbow, and it's forever after, and happy. But it's in reverse, and so everything that they are telling us about this great love story that they are trying to tell us and portray is rubbish. It's absolute rubbish, and we all sense it. It's why people are so fascinated by this. It's why people are so uncomfortable when they are together and she's clawing him, and it's all this touchy-feely and all this stuff, because it just doesn't ring true. It's not how couples who really are bonded behave. It's just not. And so I think that we have what you see on the surface is not true. Judgment in reverse and Ten of Cups in reverse. It's actually not a very happy story. It's not a love story. It's not romantic. It's not how it was portrayed, and that's why we've got the situation as the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's been exposed. The self-deception, which I've been talking about with this Judgment card, has turned into something that is a little bit tacky, or very tacky in my opinion. And it's all my opinion. So very tacky and rather sad, and just not the story that they spun for us. So no surprises. We know this. This is consistent in the energy. Every time I read on these two, it tells me the same story about the true nature of their relationship at an energetic level. Let's look at the exposure column. Is this the story, or one of the stories, that Lady C is alluding to when she says the time will come, and it will come this year, that they will be exposed? And we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands is a hope card, and setting off on an adventure that you think is going to grow and expand, and looking out to sea. Very hopeful. Wands always are very erotic cards. Let's just put that there. And off she's going on her surfboard. But the card is in the reverse, so that surfboard might come back to haunt her. It's possible. It's not giving me huge, oh yes, absolutely vibes, but it is possible because it's in reverse. And when it's in the reverse, it's a waiting card. When it's upright, traditionally, that's the meaning of the Three of Wands. In reverse, you stop waiting. So something happens to make you stop waiting. And she keeps telling us, just be patient, it's coming. That could come because we've got the stopped waiting energy. And instead of being out for a day surfing, the girl is back on shore now, and it's a lot more of a miserable energy than when the card is upright. Things go south. Things shut down. The hope that she had when she was waxing her surfboard has now, I'm going to get the giggles, has now been lost. So yes, it's potentially there. We're reading energy, and sometimes it's hard to feel your way through the threads of energy, and I'm doing my best. Let's see final outcome of this reading for this girl who was so lucky when she was sailing the seven seas. Is she going to be exposed and escorted out of the royal family? That is a balance card, is a give and take card. Not necessarily with that card, except that card is one of those kind of evening situations out. It's money changing hands, the Six of Pentacles, or something that represents money, energy that you put into a situation. When it's upright, it's equal, it's balanced. So someone could be balancing the scales, but it's not a big card. I'm almost getting the vibe here that she's going to have to pay someone. That's my impression of this card. It's my speculation. Pure speculation. That is, money might change hands to silence someone, to buy someone off, to shut someone up. I don't want to point fingers at who the someone's might be, but there are people that she has not treated very well who are in rather a tight spot financially. But she might have to do something to silence, to buy silence, to make this go away. Let's check. Will this ever be known to the wider public? will this ever be known to the wider public? It's suspected at the moment. It's discussed, it's rumour, but will this ever be known to the wider public, or will she silence the wider public? I'm going to take all these cards because they came flying out. We've got the Magician, which is the manifestor and the puppet master. We've got the Two of Swords in reverse, which is a decision. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which came out like that, which is swinging. Magician is somebody who knows and has reached some kind of difficult, or possibly will reach some kind of decision. It tells me that this is a waiting game, particularly because of the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody hasn't decided yet. Somebody who knows, hasn't. The Magician, our Magician, who's got this very difficult decision to make. In their mind, they've made the decision because the Two of Swords is in reverse, and there she is. I mean, that is her, really. And she's tied up. Somebody knows, our Magician, who's coming across as a masculine. Somebody has made a decision, but they don't know whether to go down this road or not. They're thinking about it. Sevens are thinking cards, they're not doing cards. It's quite an interesting energy. It hasn't been decided yet. Hasn't been decided yet, but this person knows. This person could manifest this. This person could expose her, that Magician, because that's what magicians do. Very, very powerful energy, whoever that is. I can suspect who it is and speculate who it is. You too can speculate, but waiting for something. Waiting for something to bear fruit, being very patient. That's a very patient card, the Seven of Pentacles. Something's growing, something is happening down there, down in the roots, and it hasn't yet happened. I get this waiting energy constantly in these royal readings, even when I get irritation and want it all to be over, and want to have nothing further to do. There is also a waiting energy, and so we're going to have to wait and see as well, because the universe is busy. Universe is cooking down there beneath the surface. The universe has got plans, and right now you can tell energetically that these two are a match. Look at that. Just the color, the energy, the thinking, the manifesting. It's possible. And she's out. She's done. But not yet, for reasons that we are not privy to. I keep getting that message as well. It's not just for us that all of this is happening, and it's not about us. It is about them and their family. It feels important to say that at the end of this reading. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening, and thank you for your support. I'll see you again tomorrow.